Talk.
Knick to me.
No mercy, just facts. Talk.
Knick to me.
New York, we back. Knicks since 84, talk Knick to me.
I'm your host, Big Mizal.
Facilitator on the team, finding him from last year versus this year, in terms of where he is on the floor, how much of a difference is it?
I don't know. It's a little different. But you know, we're basketball players. We got to be able to adapt to different situations. I think coaches have to adapt to their players, and we have to adapt to coaches. So I think there's a good middle ground. Sometimes we're still trying to figure that out, but at the end of the day, he's a good offensive player. He's going to figure that out. We got to make sure we focus on defense. So I don't want to hear too much about his touches. I want to hear about him blocking shots.
Say it with your chest. What's good, New York? What's good, Knick Nation? And this is the Talk Knick to Me podcast. And I am your host, Big Mizal. Knicks since 84. No filter. No friendly takes. And today, we got to talk about something that hit a little different. Yeah. Because this time it ain't the fans like me screaming it. Yeah. This time it ain't the media saying it. Yeah. It's coming from directly inside that locker room. Yeah. You seen it. Josh Hart, mic drop after the game, says he ain't worried about Nan's shot for Cat. All he worried about is how many blocks Cat getting. Well, I'll tell you right now, Josh, he ain't getting none. Not one. Now let's stop pretending. Let's stop acting confused. We all know what this is about. Welcome to episode 7 of the Talk Knick to Me podcast. And I am, again, Big Mizal. And this episode is titled Cat Might Be Messing Up the Chemistry. Yeah. That ain't random. And that damn sure wasn't accidental. That was not some general statement about team defense. That was a teammate politely, professionally saying, hey, big fella, we need you on the other end. We need you to pick up those size 20 whatever and jump in the air a little bit. How you 7+ tall with no blocks? He politely told you, big fella, you ain't doing enough. Knick fans been saying this all season. Just like Josh just said, players have to adapt to coaches, and coaches have to adapt to players. How you 7 foot tall if the paint still like a drive-through? How guards coming down the lane uber comfortable? How dudes pump fake once and you already flying by? How layups turning into layup lines? How nobody rushing shots at the rim. 7 feet tall and nobody feeling you. Am I confused? That ain't normal at all. And that ain't New York Knicks basketball, baby. That ain't a championship basketball IQ either. That man more concerned about playing for the Dominican Republic. He ain't a confetti guy. Huh? Talk Knick to me, baby. He is not a confetti guy. Here, give me my money. And I'm going on vacation type of guy. Seven foot tall and nobody feeling you. And miss me with the offensive talk. Miss me with the spacing talk. Miss me with the but he can score talk. I don't want to hear that garbage. He can score, but he ain't been doing too much scoring lately. Lately, he been letting everybody get into his mental. Talk Knick to me, baby. If you giving up just as much scoring, what are you really doing? Basketball is luxury. Basketball is about balance. You can't be luxury on one end and a liability on the other end and expect the team to feel good about it. Cat. Because here's the part people don't want to talk about. What's the main thing? One of the main things that can lead to a championship. What do you have to have amongst the team to get you over that hump? It's called chemistry, people. You gotta have chemistry. See, chemistry ain't just dapping each other up. Chemistry ain't just laughing at the end of the bench. Chemistry is trust. Chemistry is trusting that you're gonna be there and you're gonna handle your assignment like you're supposed to. Talk Knick to me, baby. Trust that if I pressure my man, you got my back. Trust that if I get beat, somebody is protecting the rim. Hopefully, the 7-foot behemoth behind us. Trust that I'm not going to have to scramble every possession because our last line of defense is somewhere off in La La Land. Talk Knick to me, baby. If you want to go to Hollywood, cat, just say that, baby. We can ship y'all. Because you play in Hollywood. Sweetie! Huh? When the trust breaks down, effort does too. Communication breaks down, body language does too. And now you got dudes looking at each other like, yo, you gonna help or nah? And 9 times out of 10, for Karl-Anthony Towns, the answer is nah. Talk Knick to me, baby. Huh? Am I lying or am I flying? Talk Knick to me, baby. 9 times out of 10, his answer is nah. And that's when teams start slipping. Not when shots don't fall, but when the belief don't hold up. Yeah, when the belief don't hold up, fam. And that's why Josh Hart's comments really matters. Because this is exactly what we all been feeling about this dude. This tells me that frustration is creeping into that locker room. His ass might be on the way out of here. Talk Knick to me. Fans is noticing. That tells me the locker room energy ain't as sweet as people want to pretend. And listen, I'm not saying that Cat is a bad player at all. I'm not saying he can't hoop. I'm saying his style, his energy, his game might not match what this team needs, fam. It might not be a fit. And if the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Because the identity of the Knicks historically is not finesse. It is not soft touch, fam. It is not floating around the perimeter. It's elbows, Anthony Mason. It's bruises, Charles Oakley. It's making people uncomfortable, fam, Patrick Ewing. Talk Knick to me, baby. Oakley energy, Mason energy, even guys like Todd's, you felt them. You might score, but you're going to feel it tomorrow. And right now, only thing teams is feeling is good. Especially when Karl-Anthony Towns is in that box. Right now, teams not feeling nothing when they drive on us. And that's a problem. That's where it all starts to feel real familiar. Because I'm getting that same feeling, y'all, that I had before Julius got traded. I know I said it before. I'm going to say it again. Talented? Yes. Capable of big nights? Yes. But something is just a little off with dude. Ball sticking. Every night we guaranteed to get him backing down into the post and somebody steals the ball from him. Every time. It's predictable, fam. You don't know somebody gonna come behind you. You 7 foot tall, fam. What are you thinking about? This dude is paid the highest on the team. He is paid damn near double of Jalen Brunson. He should be putting out that double the effort of Jalen Brunson. Talk Knick to me, baby. Ball sticking, body language off, team not flowing right. Fans saying, yo, maybe it ain't all about skill. Maybe it is about fit. Well, you're damn right. It's all about fit. You can have as many skilled players in the world, but if they don't like each other, if they don't like playing with each other, if they don't want to win for each other, then what are we doing? Because basketball ain't just putting names on a paper. It's about how those names on that paper work together. Huh? Talk Knick to me, baby. Huh? You can have all the talent in the world. If the parts don't match, the machine ain't gonna run, fam. Talk to me. Talk Knicks to me, baby. And I'm starting to feel like Cat is that part that just don't fit this engine. Not because he can't play, but because he does best. Ain't what this team needs most. This team needs rim protection. This team needs physicality. This team needs a damn defensive tone setter. Somebody that makes the game ugly when it needs to be ugly. Instead, we got a big doofy finesse. Huh? Finesse ain't winning the East, fam. I'll tell you that right now. Finesse ain't playoff basketball. Huh? When those possessions start to slow down. Huh? And not every basket matters, huh? Yeah. Every basket matters in the playoffs. I don't want to hear about his stats look good. You can save that. Stats don't tell me who's holding the locker room together. Stats don't tell me who's setting the tone in the huddles. Huh? Stats don't tell you who people trust in big moments. Huh? Talk Knick to me, baby. And if teammates are already starting to hint at what you need to start doing publicly, that tells me conversations have already been happening privately. Huh? What you need? Your ears cleaned out, Cat? Huh? You're not hearing properly, baby? Huh? This is Jalen Brunson's team, baby. Huh? Huh? That's never a good sign. Huh? It's never a good sign. Now we got to talk about this front office. Yo, Leon, where you at, baby? I got this apron. I got the ingredients. I got the kitchen. I got everything for you, baby. It's time for you to start cooking. You got to be watching this closely. Because chemistry issues don't fix themselves, baby. They don't magically disappear, Leon. Huh? Huh? They either get addressed or they grow. Huh? Huh? Talk Knick to me, baby. You can't just look at points per game. You gotta look at how the team responds to each other. You gotta watch the body language. You gotta watch the effort. You gotta listen to the post-game comments, Leon. Because if the locker room cracks, the season cracks, Leon. And Knicks fans been patient for 50 years. Patience don't mean we blind, though. We know when something don't feel right. We know when a team ain't playing together. We know when a team is playing together. And we know when a team is just getting paid to stand next to each other. Feel like we got too many guys that's just playing next to each other and not with each other. So I'm not saying blow it up tomorrow, Leon. I'm not saying panic trade, Leon. But what I am saying, you better start asking you and Wes the hard questions. Huh? You better get up and look in that mirror, Leon. Huh? Talk Knick to me, baby. Is this the right fit? Is this the right chemistry? JB already a defensive liability as is. If we're going to build the team around JB, then get some defensive stoppers around him and let him cook. We don't need nobody that want to be MVP standing next to somebody else that want to be MVP. Huh? We don't need that. Is this the right fit? Is this the right type of big man for what this team is trying to do? Because if the answer is no, then don't wait until the season is already cooked to act, Leon. And to Cat, if you watching, this ain't hate, baby. This ain't nothing but New York expectations. Talk Knick to me, baby. In this city, you the biggest dude on the floor. So if you gonna be in this city, you better start acting like it. You need to start anchoring this defense. Huh? Anchor something, baby. And if your team is talking about blocks instead of buckets, that should hit you a little different. Because this ain't about offense. This is about identity. This is about culture. This is about whether this team trusts you when it really matters. And Knick fans now, we know when something ain't clicking right. We've seen it before. We felt it before, and we ain't trying to go through another season of almost, but not quite. So yeah, tonight we talking chemistry. And yeah, I'm saying a lot of people scared to say it. Cat might be throwing this balance off. Not intentionally, but reality don't care about intention. Results are results. Feel is feel. And right now, the feel is off. And if the feel is off in January, imagine what it's going to look like in April. So Leon, front office, coaching staff, James Dolan, don't ignore what your own players are hitting at, because fans already see it. Now the locker room's starting to say it. And when that happens, the clock starts ticking. This has been Talk Knicks to Me. And I am your host, Big Mizal. Knicks since '84. And if you don't like what I said, talk Knick to me.